Here's the tea on your Venus sign. All right. First and foremost, welcome. I'm Bob the Healer. If you're new here, I'm a spiritual healer and psychic medium. Okay. I give the people what they want, and I do what I do. So that's me. Comment below who you are, all right, and make sure you're subscribed and you're joining the Healer Heart community. All right, now first things first, we're gonna start with Venus and Aries, honey. Venus and Aries, we gotta start with you first because I already know you're excited. And if you are, excited to see your Venus placement, I will link all the Venus timestamps below in the comments section. So make sure you click on your Venus placement. If you don't know your Venus sign, here's how you can find out. One, you can book a reading with Bob the Healer by emailing me at ieyembobthehealer@gmail.com. Or you can go to astro-chart.com and type in your birth time and fill in all your information. And look and scroll down and it'll show you all your chart, honey, your whole chart. And if you're new at this, like I said, just email me and I'll help you figure some things out. You can book an email reading or we can do a virtual reading where we sit down. We go over your astrology chart together, me and you. And I give you some intuitive insights and downloads. One thing's for sure, honey, Bob be knowing. Okay, Bob be knowing. I gotta toot my horn a little bit. Boop boop beep beep boop boop, because I really am phenomenal at birth chart readings. I really have to say that. When it comes to birth chart readings, your girl used to do it for free at parties, and it would be so crazy that I have a line of people just waiting to do a birth chart reading with me. I'm not kidding. Okay, ask about me. So I would highly recommend, if you need help with it, to send me an email at iembobthehealer@gmail.com. Okay. All right. Now let's get started. Venus and Aries. I'm sorry. I know I took some time to introduce myself. Make sure you introduce yourself in the comments. I am going to get started with Venus and Aries. So the tea on you, Venus and Aries, is that you're impatient, honey. Spirit knows. Honey, you're impatient. Okay, and you like things fast and quick. You like information to be quick. You like to know things quickly. You like to fall in love quickly. You like to date quickly. You like to have sex quickly. You're quick, honey. You're just fast, and there's nothing wrong with that. Unless you're someone who likes things slow, like Virgo. So Venus and Aries, the way you love, okay, Venus is our planet of love. It's our planet of attraction. It's our feminine energy. Everyone has feminine energy. Everyone has Venus in their chart, okay? It is how we identify with the feminine energy, the mother archetype, okay? The feminine archetype, the woman. And when you have Aries here, you see, there is a sense of aggression, because Aries is ruled by the planet of Mars. So you have Mars and you have Venus coming together. Two opposite planets coming together, okay? Mars is technically where men are from and Venus is where women are from. And so with these things, you have to understand the energies are just not that harmonic. Okay, I love you, Venus and Aries, but this is not harmonic, okay? You have a very dominant masculine energy in the sign, in the house, with the planet of Venus, okay? So with Venus and Aries, you have this fight of control with the feminine energy. All right, so the feminine energy here, or the masculine, if you're a man and you have a Venus and Aries, this all applies to you. Um, you love in a very dominant way. Honey, that's the T. You love in a very dominant way. You're aggressive, you're assertive, you like what you like, and you're not going without a fight, honey. Okay? And you don't mind fighting for your lovers. You don't mind fighting for your lover's attention. Okay? If there's competition between you and someone and who you love, oh honey, ha, watch out. Venus and Aries is not playing. Not playing. Yes. Okay. And the way to your heart is competition. The way to your heart is, first one and the hardest working one. Okay. Okay. Oh, honey, these are natural lips. Don't hate. Subscribe. So, Aries in this placement needs love in a very spontaneous, sporadic, and assertive way. And, you can be a little flamboyant. Venus and Aries here needs love that is expressive, needs love that is committed to the chase, honey. They love a chase, honey. How could I forget? Venus and Aries loves a chase, and they love spontaneity and adventure in love, similar to Venus and Sagittarius. And if you're dating someone with fire placements in the Venus, that's a great compatibility. So now that we know what you are in love, how do we love a Venus in Aries? Okay. To love a Venus in Aries, you can't be slow, honey. You got to be quick. Honey, you got to be quicker than that. Honey, you got to be quicker than that. In the courting phase, you need to be quick, okay? In the sexual arena, you need to be ready to go. Honey, you need to be ready to go. Okay, you need to be ready to go in the bedroom. You need to be spontaneous in the bedroom. When it comes to just like dating them and loving them, they like spontaneous gestures of affection. Let's go on a random date, honey. Let's go to the park randomly and eat our favorite food, okay? Let's take a trip to Greece, to Rome, honey. Let's just do something spontaneous. That is Venus and Aries. Whatever you can think of that's fun and exciting and, gets them hype is a way to show love to them. Also, they love passion and excitement. So, spice things up. Don't ever be boring, honey. Never be boring for a Venus and Aries, honey. That will just throw a wrench in the whole plan. All right. Now, if you have a Venus in Aries, this also rules your planet of fashion, beauty, expression of your femininity, how you dress, okay? Men, pay attention. This is how you can elevate your charm, your charisma, okay? When you have a Venus in Aries placement, bold colors are going to get the people going, honey. Red is a great color for Venus and Aries. Any type of bold pattern, bold elements, bold jewelry. Bold is the word. You don't want to be boring here, honey. Some of the most notable people in fashion have a Venus in Aries. Some of the most risk-taking individuals have Venus in Aries. They're innovators when it comes to fashion. Stop copying people, Venus in Aries. Truly, stop it. You don't need to copy anybody. You need to invent because you're the first to do it. Don't be afraid. Take risks with your fashion. Now, here's the thing. Because you're taking risks, Venus and Aries, sometimes you don't get it right. Sometimes you pop out and people are like, ooh, oh. Darling. See, I gotta sip my tea on that. I gotta sip my tea on that. You see, Venus and Aries sometimes can like, you need to pump the brakes because you can get a little ahead of yourself, honey. You can get a little ahead of yourself and you can start to think that you're innovating when really you're looking like a clown. And that's okay. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. They have to be the one that puts himself out there and tries new things, even if it doesn't work. Okay? All right. How to best heal Venus and Aries, best self care tips for Venus and Aries. Adventure. Change your environment. Change things up. If you have a routine that you've been doing and you've been feeling stagnant, change things up. Add spontaneity, excitement, okay? Especially in how you love yourselves, okay? Aries, when it comes to self-love exercises, mirror mantras are fantastic for you. Speaking positive things of your life, putting actionable steps into your goals. These are always ways to spice things up for you. The key is to never get boring with how you love yourself. Okay, because you require that spontaneity, a little bit of crazy. What was that? A little bit of crazy, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of crazy gets you going. All right, moving on. Taurus, the placement of love. Here's the tea on you, Venus and Taurus. Love is love with you, okay? You need the physical embodiment of love in everything you do, you are, and how you carry yourself. Your feminine energy is all about divine empress energy, okay? It's all about being naturally beautiful, naturally abundant, naturally prosperous, honey. Yes. If you have this placement, consider yourself blessed. You're naturally beautiful, honey. You don't need makeup. You don't need to have extra things. You just need to nurture yourself, okay? When you nurture yourself, your vibration increases. And this is for anybody. If you're exalting your Venus energy, you want to nurture yourself, okay? That is how you intensify your aura as more beautiful, harmonious. That's how you increase your money too, honey, is you dress more harmonious for your Venus placement. I'm telling you, Bob the Healer be knowing. So with Venus and Taurus, grounded is key for you, okay? To love you, to love yourself, you need to be grounded, okay? A routine that is rooted in self-care that is grounded, nourishment that is grounded, okay? That is physical, okay? I am doing my skincare routine. I'm taking care of my teeth. I'm taking care of my hair. These are all physical ways, tangible ways to nourish yourself, okay? Venus and Taurus needs comfort, okay? All the five senses you need, honey. And that is truly how to intensify your energy, okay? You need smell. A good aroma, a nice candle, okay? Fragrance, honey, you need it. It's all in increasing your vibration. Taste. Preferably something warm, okay? Venus and Taurus doesn't like anything cold. They like their food warm. Not too hot, not too cold, warm, comforting, okay? Warm foods and beverages like mama made, honey, okay? Venus and Taurus also loves cozy environments, cozy blankets, cozy weather, cozy atmospheres, okay? Where you feel the energy, it just feels at home. Yes, yes. Okay. When it comes to Venus and Taurus, the other senses are sight, art, beauty, color. Now, colors may not be popping and bright like Venus and Libra, okay, or maybe even Venus and Aries or Gemini, but Venus and Taurus likes subtle ambiances that are artistic and creative. Mm-hmm. That gets your senses going. All right, you like art that is stimulating, honey. Stimulate me, darling. Stimulate me, darling. How to love. No, let's go back to the art. Let's go back to art. So art and style is truly one of your senses. You have like a sixth sense for sensing what is artistic, what is fashion forward, what is in tune and harmonic, and that's more Venus and Libra. More grounded fashion, more grounded, like I said, the colors are not super vibrant. They're more earth tones, neutrals, black and whites. These are things that are like very grounded. And these are colors that you could also wear to channel your Venus energy stronger. Now, when it comes to the other senses, hearing, Venus in Taurus loves good music, sound vibrations, good voices, okay? We have taste, we have sight, we have smell, what else? All the senses. Girl, get into all the senses. Go Google all the senses, okay? Maybe I'll comment them below. But Venus and Taurus, you got all the senses, and focusing on those senses and how you can intensify them and identify them will help intensify your Venus energy. Yes. Now, the T on you when it comes to dating a Venus in Taurus. Honey, you are complicated. You need stability, you need commitment. And if you're not getting that, you're just out running the mug, honey. You're just out running a mug, playing with whoever will play with you. If you get what I'm saying. You enjoy a little bit of fun, and mainly because you have that charisma, you have that, this is Taurus, honey, and the sign of Venus. You're very attractive. You're very beautiful. So you're attracting a lot of suitors, and sometimes if Venus is not in its strongest, highest vibration, it can fall for every suitor that compliments and gifts, because Venus in Taurus loves a gift, honey. So that's the way to court you, is buy you a bunch of stuff. Compliment you, take you out on dates. They like, chivalry is not dead here, okay? They like the courting phase, okay? Call them your boyfriend and girlfriend and gift them things, and they're forever yours, okay? But they need longevity. This here doesn't do well with air placements, mainly because air placements don't commit. Oh, honey, they don't like to stick around. And Taurus is Earth. Earth needs you to be stable. We need a solid foundation, sweetie. So, the best Venus tips for Venus and Taurus, of course, like I said, is skincare. Skincare is healthcare. Bob the Healer said it. And nurturing yourself, cooking yourself good meals. If you don't know how to cook, Venus and Taurus, you need to learn. Nourish yourself, okay? Cozy blankets, cozy atmospheres, all right? Taking care of your hair, your nails, having a physical routine that you can rely on when you're feeling down and in the dumps. Go back to that routine. Allow it to elevate your energy, okay? All right. Let's get into Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer, here is the T on your Venus sign. Now, Venus in Cancer. You need nourishment. You need love, okay? You need family. These placements tend to have children, or they were the babies of the family, or the most nurtured of the family, okay? And here, Venus is struggling to be loved through care. Okay, love is, you can have love in various different ways, all right? You can show love in various different ways. Here, Venus needs to be loved through care, okay? Making sure, You know, maybe as a child you didn't have everything you needed. You didn't have the attention of your mom. You know, so you need love and attention from the women in your life. You need love and attention from your spouse. You know, you're kind of needy. From your children, honey, you need it. And that's how you show love too. If someone is sick, you're there to make them this soup and, you know, heal them in the various different cancer ways. You're very intuitive in love. You feel the energy in your loving relationships and you reflect that back. So if the energy ain't energy in, you ain't either, honey. Okay, and that's why it's very important, Venus and Cancer, for you to self-reflect consistently in your love relationships to understand what is it that you're projecting or neglecting to nurture within yourself. Okay? In order to court a Venus in Cancer, you really need to be nurturing. Like I said, the word is nurturing. Okay? Are you paying attention to their feelings, you see? Are you intuitively picking up on their hints? Okay? These individuals love food too. You know, how do you feed them? You know, do you notice when they're hungry when you guys are hanging out? Are you noticing that they're a little crabby, a little moody? These individuals can work through they work through cycles in love, okay? How they love you is through cycles. They go through these, like the moon, these phases. They move through these emotions. So you gotta love them because they're very sensitive, honey. So just being able to kind of move through their emotions in the relationships when they're a little mood swingy, just kind of like blow it off. Like, okay, you're having one of your moods, crabby crab. So Venus and the crab can be very hormonal too. You know, if you're a woman, you can be very hormonal, or pay attention to your cycles. They're very important to how you are in your relationships with women, especially in your relationships with women. And you know how you love and nurture yourself. Paying attention to your cycles and your moods can help you kind of navigate your emotions better. Yes, so in taking care of them, buying them things are not going to help. Cuddling up with them when they're having a bad day, being there as an emotional ear, being emotionally intelligent, you see, will be great for a companion to a Venus in Cancer. Now, in the bedroom, same thing. You got to be intuitive with them. You got to know how they like to flow, honey. Sometimes they ain't in the mood. They just not. Sometimes they're not in the mood for your stuff. And they want to have a break. And sometimes they're all over you. You just kind of have to gauge them. You know, sometimes they're smothering you and they're loving all over you. And you're like, where did this shift come from? But if you pay attention to their cycles, you'll understand how to court them. Now, how to give Venus and Cancer self-care. Nourishment, good foods, okay? Paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to your cycles, okay? Anything having to do with water. A good bath, honey. And if you don't like baths, a good shower, consistent showers, consistent hygiene. Keeping up with your hygiene, all right? Working on your oral addictions. If you have smoking addictions, Cancer rules, you know, the breast as well. So breast cancer can be a very common thing. So be careful if you have a smoking addiction or alcohol or anything like that involve the mouth. Taking care of your oral hygiene is very, very important for Venus and Cancer. Your breasts, as well as nourishment. Anything that you can do to nourish your body and take care of your breasts. If you are a man, exercising is so important with Venus and Cancer. You can gain a lot of weight here in the chest area. So making sure you're exercising and you're going to the gym frequently to nourish your body. Venus and Cancer also going to the roots of what you needed as a child, what your mother, this is all about how your mother nourished you. What is it that your mother did give to you or did give to you that you enjoy now? These things are important, okay? These things are important. So, who's next? Venus in Gemini. Baby, here's the tea on you. You gotta be quick, honey. You gotta be quick. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta be exciting, honey. Because if Venus and Gemini loses their attraction for you in 0.43 seconds, it's over. Okay, they're already onto something else. Okay, they're already being entertained by somebody else. Okay, these individuals love a jokester. They themselves are a jokester. Okay, they love excitement. They love entertainment. They love reading. They love information. Okay, they love spontaneity and variety. These individuals do not like to be bored. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Eh-eh. Eh-eh. They don't like to be bored. I mean, if you bore them, like I said, they're on to the next thing. They'll ghost you. They'll be on to the next thing. On to the next booty. Okay? These individuals are beautiful because of their intellect. They're beautiful because of their communication style. The way that they walk into a room and can engage people just by their style or their charisma, their or orator skills, you know, their public speaking skills. These individuals are stage performers. They are the best writers and storytellers you will find around, honey, because they are theatrical. They're fun and they know how to keep the people going. All right. My Venus is actually in the house of Gemini. So I have some similar placements here, some similar characteristics here. The weight of their heart is intellect and being constantly engaging, stimulating, teach them something new, educate them on something exciting. These individuals need to be stimulated. I cannot express that enough. All right. And they will be constantly stimulating themselves through their artwork, through their whatever they're learning for the day, through the research that they like to find. A Venus and Gemini has random facts, honey. So just like that, Venus and Gemini can get distracted. Guilty. Okay, we get distracted, honey. And we have to refocus. Now, Venus and Gemini, how to court them. You have to be spontaneous. You have to be interesting, creative. You can't blend in, honey. This is an air sign. They like someone that is that stands out from the crowd, that can teach them some things, honey. They like to be taught, not bought. Okay. This is the individual that goes great with someone who's spontaneous and can get up and do like a day trip and just go somewhere, you know. They're very creative, so finding someone who can mesh well with their creativity and enjoys, you know, going on a spontaneous creative whim. Like, let's go do some random photo shoots, or let's go do some I know some Venus and Geminis who go to Barnes and Noble and read a random book out of nowhere, or go read a bunch of different informations or research a bunch of different things, different topics. These individuals, like I said, are well versed on different areas. So if you can come to a conversation with them with a bunch of information and change up the topic, honey, they're in love. Okay, trust me, they're falling in love with you. All right. Now, how to get them in the bedroom? Same thing. Spice it up. Have different tricks, different positions, honey. Know how to be quick and on your feet, all right? Short little sessions that are spontaneous, doing it in different locations. They love that, honey. Okay? They also love communicating during sex. They love talking verbally about sex, so they love sex talk. And verbal foreplay. That's huge for them. Also, dressing up is great. Any type of like different costumes to entice them and excite them. Love, love, love it. Now, how to truly nurture your own Venus and Gemini is learn different aspects of yourself, okay? Always stay interested in you. Change up your style, okay? These individuals have a quirky fashion sense. They are always doing something new. If you find yourself in the same style, in the same format, you're getting boring. Yeah. And then you'll start dressing boring, Venus and Gemini. And that's just like the kiss of death for you. I know boring is like, what? I'm boring? Don't put me in the same sentence. So research different aspects of your style, different colorways. Okay, these individuals, we're going to get to Venus and Pisces next. Also, Venus and Pisces goes great with Venus and Gemini. These individuals love to just have different perspectives of fashion, all right, and use their body as a canvas of an artistic, creative expression. Also, kind of using writing as a tool of therapy, Venus and Gemini, is great. Color therapy is great for you, Venus and Gemini. Verbal dialogue, talking about your emotions, are a great harmonic way. Rapping is great here. Making music and art in different forms. Painting is also seen with Venus and Gemini. Yeah, these are all the fun things. Also patterns, like leopard, honey. You love a good leopard, stripes, polka dots, any type of print. Venus and Gemini is for, honey, when it comes to the fashion. That's their passion, honey. Okay, and Venus and Gemini does not ever like to copy. They like to be inventors, kind of like Venus and Aquarius. Like, they enjoy being the first to do something, or to spice it up, or to be, to switch up the flow. Just when you think Venus and Gemini, honey, they'll switch up the flow on you, okay? All right. We're getting next into Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo. Venus in Leo, here's the T on your Venus placement. Baby, you're dramatic. In love, you're dramatic, honey. To love you, you need it in a dramatic way, honey. You need people to court you in a dramatic way. You need the flowers, you need the cards, you need the candy. You need the dramatic displays of affection, okay? If Romeo and Juliet was your romantic life, that would be you, honey. Yes, okay, I'm gonna calm it down. Yes, you are dramatic in love, okay? And when it comes to your Venus placement, as a child, you really needed people to show you love in the most intense way. And as an adult, you still need it too, okay? If you don't, you kind of miss the signs. It's like, do you really care if you're not standing outside of my window expressing your love for me? Like, do you really care? Like, I don't think you really care. That's Venus and Leo. So for you, showing love to yourself in a dramatic way, okay? Venus and Leo here might go buy themselves something nice and expensive because they haven't done things in a long time. You love, love, love compliments, complimenting yourself, taking care of yourself, making sure you feel feminine, you feel beautiful. These are the things that Venus and Leo loves. You also may pay special attention to your hair, honey. Your hair care is important. You care about your hair care, okay? You care about your hair care, all right? And you need your hair to look good, okay? You need it to look good, honey. You need it to be put together in order to feel harmonious, in order to feel beautiful, all right? When you don't look good, you don't feel good, and your money doesn't look good with Venus and Leo here, okay? Your self-confidence is deeply tied into your feminine energy. Your ego is deeply tied into your feminine energy, all right? Your childish energy is tied to your feminine energy, okay? How you express your inner child is a very flamboyant way, okay? When you're excited about something, you may be very dramatic or expressive. When you get some money, honey, you be really excited, okay? But you have to understand how all these things work together in your energy, okay? And how you express your femininity. You need to feel childlike. You need to be in touch with your inner joy, your inner harmony, your inner youth to glow, to feel beautiful, all right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Email me at iambobbyhealer@gmail.com and we'll talk about it, okay, in detail. But seriously, you have the Leo sign here. So you have to nourish yourself like a kid in the most layman terms, okay? You have to check in. How are we doing now? Have we ate today? Okay? Have we nourished ourselves? Have we taken care of our body? All right, have we done our routines? Okay, Leo here needs discipline in how you nourish yourself. You need consistency. All right, don't get lazy with nourishing yourself with your self-care routines. All right, and what do your self-care routines look like, Venus and Leo? Relaxation. The lion needs to lounge, honey. The lion needs to luxuriate, honey. Yes, when you've been doing too much because you work really hard, Venus and Leo, when you're in your highest energy, you can be obsessively hardworking. And here you need to take a break. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take a break. Doesn't that feel good, Venus and Leo, to just relax? And I'm a Leo, so learn from the Leos in your life how to nourish your feminine energy, okay? And Leo is a very masculine sign. It's the sun sign, right? So you're putting that in feminine energy. And the sun doesn't know how to relax. It's always burning. And you can burn yourself right on up, honey. You can burn yourself right on up by doing too much. Honey, you're doing too much. So to relax, okay, wake up on a Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Feeling well rested. You know, you got to get your beauty rest with a Venus and Leo. Get your beauty rest. Okay. This here, mirror magic is great. Mirror mantras are fantastic. Speaking positive things over your life. You know, you being a Venus in the fire placement. As well as sticking to your goals. Okay, that's a great self-care. Sticking to your goals, Venus and Leo. Because you can get very excited about things, overwork yourself, and then right when it gets to the end, you give up. You're like, oh, this is too much. All right? So self-care for Venus and Leo is doing that. And then some more tangible things for Venus and Leo, skincare. All right? Skincare and hair care. All right? Taking care of your scalp, taking care of your skin, sunbathing, making sure you get some sun, taking yourself to places and environments where you can get out the house and be more outdoors and get that fire energy. It will intensify you, give you life, intensify your life force, you see? So that when you are done, you feel great. Like a perfect day for Venus and Leo, like I said, it's a good Sunday. You take the day off. Honey, you're lounging in bed. You put on some fabrics that make you feel fabulous, honey. Maybe you have a glass of champagne or sparkling water for those of us who are sober. And, you know, you walk around the house and maybe some fur slippers. And if you're a guy, you know, you put on some nice cozy boxers. You got your man pecs out, honey. And you got your champagne glass or your sparkling water with a little bit of juice in it, honey. And you're feeling mighty fabulous, might I say. All right, and you know, now that you're in some luxurious fabrics, you decide you're gonna go and have a beach day if you're near the beach, or you decide you're gonna go and have a nice walk. Okay, you go outside, have a nice walk because the sun is blazing, and if you don't have a sun, you go get a heat lamp off of Amazon and you sit in your heat chair. All right, and you allow the sun to just beautifully hit your glowing skin. And you know, after that, maybe you take a nice shower, you do some exfoliating on your skin, you do your skincare routine, honey. You see the good skin. All right, maybe you put some nice luxurious oils on your scalp. Okay, maybe you go get your hair done, make a nice hair appointment. These are things that Leo and Venus harmonize. And you'll start to notice your money elevates the more that you take care of yourself. Okay, and your ego, your self-confidence, your will, your drive, your passion, your goals start to become more accomplished. How to date a Venus in Leo, honey? Dating a Venus in Leo, you're gonna have to be extravagant, extra, flamboyant in your gestures. Make them know that you want them, okay? This ain't no sliding in DMs activity, honey. You gotta be consistent with that Leo energy, okay? You gotta compliment me, Leo, in a very different way, okay? Compliment them on the hair. They love that. They're like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I love my hair, thanks. Now, you want to court them, but you want to be consistent. That is the word. Consistency and grounded. Okay, you want to be extravagant with the gifts, extravagant with the compliments, lay on the compliments, but make sure they're genuine and they're not, how do we say, they're not generic, okay, because Leo can tell, all right? So with Venus and Leo, you need to compliment them. You know, listen to their dramatics because they're going to have a few different dramatics that happen in your relationship with them. And just sit there and listen. Be a listening ear. Always be consistent with them. And they'll shower you with gifts, okay? They'll shower you with affection. They'll spend their money on you. Trust me, okay? All right. Moving on. Venus and Virgo. Venus and Virgo. Venus in Virgo. Here's the T on your zodiac sign. Honey, you are hard to please. Did you know that? Yes, you're hard to please, baby. You give the energy of that's not enough. And you could be like this with yourself, where you have these very high morals, these very high standards, very critical on love. You need people to show up in the right energy in order for you to love them. You have to show up in the right energy in order to love yourself, which is the energy of perfection. It's like, okay. Excuse me. You know, you got to watch what you say with a Venus and Virgo, honey, because they're clocking it. Every little detail. I mean, you probably watching this video like, is she on it? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I know. But I be knowing, okay? With Venus and Virgo here, the way to your heart is being detail-oriented, paying attention to your, you know, your lover needs to pay attention to you. You're paying attention to your lover in every detail. Cleanliness as well. You like a lover who's clean, who's very disciplined, who has their life together, who has their stuff together. This is how you are, okay? Your feminine energy is very charming, but also very disciplined and structured, okay? You have a very stoic way to love, all right? You don't let people in too seriously until you know that they are committed, until you know that they're serious. And sometimes you like to work with your lovers, right? Like you physically like to work with them, or you like to work on them. You know what I'm saying? Like you like to find a lover who is like a project, or you like to work with them, some type of work aspect, because Venus and Virgo loves work. Okay, they love their work. They love whatever it is that they're putting their time and energy into. They're kind of neurotic when it comes to the things they love. You can be obsessive about the things you love. You can kind of collect things you love. You're very detail oriented in what you love. Okay, if you love something, you're gonna break it down into every little piece. You know, like if you if you love an item, you want to know how that thing was constructed, crafted, and made it. It's not even a word. Please, Venus and Virgo. I'm sorry, I made mistakes. All right, and that's how you are. It's like people. I'm trying not to make a mistake. Anyways, you look at every intricate part of an individual and how they operate. You look at every intricate part of a thing that you love, or the things that you love, whether that be your career, whether that be fashion, whether that be art, whether that be decor. These are things that you will meticulously fine tune and find the mystery. You'll find the errors, and you're really, really good at that. Okay, these are individuals who are good at like art buying and editing, photography, writing, screenplays, any type of like love screenplays and things like that. Venus and Virgo is like great at being able to bring love and editorial gifts together, like an editorial of a fashion magazine or something like that. Venus and Virgo is very particular and meticulous about their style. These individuals need to dress very clean cut, simple colors. Everything needs to be simple and clean and structured. I would say more ordinary because I have a, Venus and Libra with Gemini influences. But when it comes to Virgo, they need things to be consistent. So you might be someone who likes to dress the same, wear the same colors every day, same shirt every day. It needs to be ironed, pressed, cleaned every day. Like it needs to be the same routine every day. And that is the way to your heart, because you love predictability. You like being able to control what it is you love. You like being able to monitor what it is you love. And that's how you are in loving relationships. Now, the way to a Venus and Virgo's heart is to keep up, honey. Keep yourself together. Keep up with your appearance. Don't look sloppy ever. Don't ever look sloppy. Okay? Don't ever come in stinking. Don't ever come in dirty. Okay? Or unorganized. Be organized for them. Don't. Here's the thing with Venus and Virgo. They like a project. They do. They like somebody they can see as a fixer-upper. But if you're completely like a lost cause, they're not even going to look your way, honey. They're like, oh, no. This person ain't got a job. They ain't structured in their routine, honey. Their money is looking a mess. And they stank. Oh, nah. That's too much time and effort that I don't have. And I'm not committed. Okay. Now, if, you got everything else, but, maybe your hygiene could, I don't know. Venus and Virgo don't like hygiene. Maybe everything's great. No, maybe your hygiene is good, but everything else sucks. They'll help you get a job. They'll help you do everything else because they see potential in people. That's one of their beautiful things. So give Venus and Virgo something to help you with. They love that. Like asking them to be service to you, to devote service to you. Honey, you'll have them wrapped around your finger. Okay. You call them to fix something, call them to nurture something. Hey, I'm feeling sick, or, I need organizing with my bills, or I need something, I need help with my skincare. Can you come help me? They'll run so quick, like, yeah, I got this. Because they love to like monitor and they're going to keep calling you trying to make sure the project is done and everything is good. Okay. Because they're very, like I said, they like to hyper focus on things and fixate on projects, people, and things, and the things they love. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it can be a little neurotic sometimes, Venus and Virgo, just so you know. All right. So these individuals love someone like a Venus in Cancer, or a Venus in Taurus, someone who needs, someone who likes having someone physically there. They love being physically there to fix things or physically there to service you or to be serviced, okay? So in the bedroom, they like to be served or they like to be serviced. No, it's no either way, okay? They like to give or receive. No either way, okay? No either way, okay? Okay. All right. Now, Venus and Virgo for fashion, like I said, simplicity is key. Keeping things clean, having fresh, clean clothes. All right. Venus and Virgo, I would highly recommend like going to get like a cleaner, you know, hiring a cleaner. It will make you feel more luxurious. Only buying fabrics that feel quality. This here is all about quality, not quantity. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to my favorite Venus sign, Venus in Virgo. Oh, so we still have more on Venus and Virgo. I was about to say Venus and Libra. Spirit said no. Okay, so Venus and Virgo. What are some other things that I can say for you? You like stability and routine in your relationship. So courting you and dating you requires people to be consistent. Yes, kind of like Venus and Leo, but not in like consistently spontaneous, but more of like consistent in the routine. Call and check up on me every day. Ooh, I dated someone with this placement. Now I understand. Okay. Call up and check up on me every day, baby. And don't be like obsessive about it, but like stay routine on it. I need to know that you're dependable. Yes. Ooh. Be dependable, honey. All right. Be reliable. These things get them going, honey. It gets them going, gets them excited. They're like, oh, I can rely on this person. All right. Yes. All right. Now moving on to Venus and Libra. Venus and Libra, this is the tea on your zodiac placement. Now, Venus and Libra is the harmony of the Venus signs. This is my Venus placement. Can't you tell, honey? Can't you tell what the fashion is giving, honey? Yes, okay? It's giving Carrie Bradshaw. All right, it's giving Sex in the City, okay? And that's probably one of your favorite TV shows, all right? I know, Bobby North. Venus and Libra, it's all about fashion, all about style, all about luxury, all about harmony, balance, okay? Everything has to have balance and beauty. These individuals need equal give and take in order to have harmony and love, okay? Venus and Libra, if you find yourself giving too much, you're out of balance. If you find yourself taking too much, you're out of balance.